What up, people? It's your boy, Massachusetts, out here with another comic review. So, once again, I thank Patrick R. Young for giving time to begin reviewing Red Hood Outlaws Webtoon issue number 12. And I have to say, this is a pretty good banger. We get right back into the action. You know, we had a little R&R in number 11. Now we move to number 12. So, we start off with this. You know, I've been called a lot of things, and here we have Roy calling him, saying, "Oh, you're a ghost. You're not really there." Barbara Gordon calling him a prick because, he's an asshole at times. And then we got Damien saying that, "Oh, you're second best," which is what, to be fair, Damien would say to the rest of the Robins, though Jason being the second Robin is more apropos. But, he's never been sentimental, and you can see how he's always been with Artemis. It's like I've always said, their relationship has been the most natural since Rebirth. It's been well written, and I believe Patrick R. Young is doing that very well, and continue to make it strong, because it works. Something about not liking my past, and that's okay, because there's something better than sentiment. We see them on the Watchtower. This is a great picture. Really like that, man. Mr. Buchanan is doing a fantastic job. Really like his artwork. And the background artiste. The background artiste hit me up on one of my previous reviews, I believe the last one. Really like your input, man. It's like, there's being right. And of course, yeah, they just finished kissing. And this feels right. It definitely does. Once again, this is DC's best relationship in the last 5 years. It's definitely done well, and I believe Patrick R. Young gets that, and I like that he's building their chemistry and their relationship into something fantastic. But, we see them looking at each other, but then on it's like Jason, and then we hear the red alert from the Watchtower. And Jason's like, "Oh, I got a feeling what he said." He's like, "Well, I gotta ask, Mr. Buchanan, any reason why you're giving my man the rock, the rock tat, man? I have no problem with it. I'm just curious. So anyway, Artemis is like, "You can't whisk us off to space, volunteers for jobs we don't want, and then apologize for the first kiss." And Jason's like, "Well, why not? I didn't think we played by the rules. You should have thought of that before bringing us to the one place we have to." And it's like, we should check on that. And so, we still see a little bit of feeling because they mutually feel the same. But bam. So Bizarro's there, checking him out. And I think this is a little bit of a homage to, maybe Patrick R. Young can correct me if I'm wrong, but when Bizarro was super smart in the Rebirth series, he pretty much had his own computer thing, and he was always good at checking out, what was happening. So in my mind, I feel this is a bit of a homage, but he says, "Yeah, but Jason asks, where's the crisis?" Place very cold, which is, of course, very hot, which is in the Arabian desert, it seems. So they grab up a javelin, and they head out to the place to make sure everything's all good. So meanwhile, Artemis is still thinking about that. Jason's still thinking about that. Everybody's just kind of tense. Javelin's on autopilot. Bizarro's watching his movies. He's watching Titanic off an iconic scene. My man is just feeling, crying his eyes out. It's obviously an impactful scene. But Jason's like, "Bruh, come on, man. Watch something cool." And me always want to watch Fight Club again, ever again. Always. Meaning that Bizarro doesn't feel Fight Club. I'm like, but dang, man, Bizarro, that Fight Club is a great film, bro. But then, of course, Jason's like, "Okay, fine." But he totally could have fit on the door. It's like, but Bizarro's like saying, "Hey, it's okay for you to feel, bro. It's okay for you to feel." But then, of course, Jason begins suiting up. And I also really like this aspect of it. I really like, I don't know what this is, probably Buchanan or the background artist, or the both of them really cooperating. But I really like that. You got, you focus here. You got Jason right here, suiting up, put on his mask, which I think is another homage to the Rebirth thing where we saw him get captured by the Suicide Squad at Belle Reve, and he still had his Robin mask on underneath his Red Hood helmet. But I do like the fact that This almost feels like an illustration of a children's book, but in a very good way. I like this type of faded background. It's very nice. I can't explain why, but I really like it. So Jason's like, hey, feelings are trouble, buddy. They mess with your head, it can get you killed. And that upsets Artemis. I'm like, bruh, come on. And she's like, such a man. But stupid, stupid man. So they land and we see stone people. You just see cool, cool. So we see all of them. All of them just we see a whole bunch of statues basically. And so they received intel from Oracle, Barbara, saying that, there were only two survivors. And they scream, they hear a scream, and they see a woman. I don't know whether they're in Quarak, maybe, or maybe another Arabic country. But we just see this woman defending her child here. And, she's like saying, hey, stay away from us. And Bizarre kind of ruins it, saying, we're here to hurt you. And Jason's like, yeah, he doesn't mean it. We're here to help. We are the Justice League. And this woman's like, nah, you ain't. I'm cocking this gun. Step back. And she's like, I know who you are. You're not the Justice League. You're villains. You're evil. And then Jason sees the kid, who looks a bit like him, or you could say, and mean. That's what the kid says. I was like, okay, okay. And so Artemis is like, okay, it's gonna need a little bit of an empathetic touch. Let me get in there. And then Artemis is like, okay, and then just like, I got this. He removes his helmet and he says, look, I was mean. All three of us have been mean. We were bullies. But today, we're sorry. And we're trying to help. We want to be better. Will you help us? And that's what I really like. Jason has evolved as a character to where, even though he still has his aggressive side, and when he was first resurrected, we really got to see a lot of that aggressive side where he was really going hard and ham on villains. We've seen definitely, and I think this is what Rebirth definitely exemplified, that he has grown, he's starting to grow as a character. He's starting to show compassion that even though he's an anti-hero, he's learned that, not everything requires force, weaponry, death, that there's a better way to do it. And so he's like, will you help us? And, the woman's like, I don't know. You're looking pretty evil. Then my man puts on the charm. He's like, come on, man. Look at this face. Look at me. Look at me. I want to help you. Help me help you. Come on. Look at my face. And she's like, you know what? I've seen your face and you look legit. I'm pulling this gun back. I'm sorry. And so Artemis is like, stupid man. But she really appreciates it. She really likes it. And I think that's what she has always liked about Jason, which is what I've always got through the Rebirth issues and series. So Artemis asks the boy, "Show me what happened," and he decides to draw a picture in the sand. And Jason's like, "Is that who I think it is?" And he's like, "Gird your loins, boys. We're in for a fight." And of course, we see a woman with snakes. This obviously lends itself into Artemis's expertise because this is obviously Medusa. So in the hot sun, we hear that we see two people on a motorcycle. They seem to be hunting somebody. Well, they seem to be hunting kangaroo. This is a kangaroo. So they're going around trying to hunt this kangaroo. Say, shame it'd be a little. I thought it'd be a little harder. So she starts to shoot the gun, and this person's like, say, get closer. What am I paying you for? Wait, I see something. So I think they're trying to tag that kangaroo, or I would hope they're trying to tag it. But if they're just poaching, it is what it is. They're bad people. But one of them sees somebody, and she's like, oh my God. It's like, I will have your job. I will have your job. And you just see Medusa right here, and I will have your life. And she's like, hello, girls. And we just see Medusa. I gotta say, man, this Medusa looking pretty fly, man. Looking very good. And like, dang, look at this. This is actually prime villain material. I would hope DC uses her. I feel like some stories could be had. But that's it. Forgive me, I'm bad with one-liners. But let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And this is another thing I like. I really like this aspect. You know, the eyes look good, very nice. This is solid artwork right here by Buscanin. Love it, Nico. You a boss. And then like the Eye of Sauron, man, her power just flares up. And to be continued. Red Hood the Outlaws, Patrick R. Young, of course, Nico Buscanin, background, Sebastian Franchini. Thank you for commenting on the last video. I really appreciate it. All of you do well. So, where do I want to stop off and end this? Maybe get a capture of it. I think I'll stop here because, man, look at this. It's Jason. Or, hold on, let me see if I see anything else. I'm stuck, man, between here or that. Uh, let's just stop it right here because I always like me a good Jason with the mask. So, this is another great issue, of course. Another good episode of this webtoon. Very solid. I give it a 9 out of 10. We're now hitting the action. We're now getting into their first mission as the interim Justice League. Really like it. We get great characterization. Patrick R. Young gets Jason Todd. I really appreciate it. I like the fact that Artemis and Jason have a great relationship, that it's organic, it's well done, bam, fantastic. In addition, I don't want to forget Bizarro, but I do like that the three of them have a great dynamic. It's like I once again feel like I'm reading the good old Rebirth issues of Red Hood and the Outlaws. Great art, great story, nothing more said. 9 out of 10. So I'll end it there. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications to make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them, among other things. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below and tell me what you think once again. So thank y'all for watching, and I hope to have more videos up when I can. Peace.